Hi, welcome. On this video, I want to talk about the proactive theme by way of this one-of-a-kind interaction-based approach to training. And again, when you're looking at the parenting example, which can be very helpful, okay, when it comes to understanding the depth, okay, as to what's happening beyond just appearances. Okay, understand it's all about relationship. Dogs as social animals, as pack animals. But again, when I talk about just considering or reconciling behavioral issues properly, okay, and you look at the critical role, okay, the owner plays, just like the parenting role, by way of beginning to change behavior, by way of changing perceptions. Understand, it all comes by way of understanding. Okay, once a dog has already gained a level of control in the relationship, once the perceptions have changed, it changes everything. Understand the whole idea that training is a learning based exercise. What that does, it puts people in a position to not be able to change based again on how many are superficially motivating dogs to respond at the very beginning, absent influence, the role of influence by way of interacting. Okay, and again, this is the whole theme here. Talk about being proactive and interaction based, and even when I talk about influence, okay, consider how parental influence is established by way of how you're in a child's airspace differently based on the fact that you're dealing with a relationship problem, and even looking at your parenting style, making that adjustment, okay, moving over to the authoritative parenting style. But again, this also comes in this whole place in this whole issue about responses, okay, why it can be very challenging for many to reconcile the response is based again on influence being part of the equation. When you look at a reaction, people immediately attempt to interpret that as something physically happening to the dog, something hurting the dog. And don't get me wrong, you assess, okay, to make sure that that's not the case. But when you're dealing with the relationship problem, understand this whole response issue, okay. Again, check out my video I did called the ice cream truck example, okay, which is very helpful, okay, with understanding beyond appearances, being able to reconcile responses properly. It's like a selfish child having a major meltdown, a fit, because they heard the word no, okay, based again on relationship, okay, and then we're trying to understand, we're trying to cause and effect, trying to reconcile, and there's where the problem is. And then at the end, okay, coming through, or if you're focused that way, then the focus begins to shift on, well, there must be something wrong with the dog, because again, not able to connect the dots properly as to our role in that, and being able to move beyond, move through, okay, a relationship problem properly, and coming out on the other side, okay, in terms of being able to change perceptions properly, versus this is where dogs are given up on, and all sorts of bad things happening. So my encouragement to people is really step back from this, because understand the problem here is that within the dog training world, the majority of trainers are approaching training the way that I described, the way they're jumping in and using treats and motivating dogs that way, with no understanding or critical thinking. That's all absent, because it seems to make sense, and it just plays into this whole blame shifting, and then people are wondering, okay, well, and then they're just in this cycle, including trainers. Okay, so my encouragement: check out my website. Lots of great information. I have a 10-part series called Learning Theory Breakdown, which breaks this idea down, but at the same time offering up a solution, okay, by way of a interaction based approach. Thanks for watching.